Hi everyone, this is Natraj. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about that deploy the Jfrog Artifactory on AWS EC2 instance using Terraform. What is the Jfrog Artifactory? So Artifactory is one of the popular binary repository manager. It is a Java based open source tool used for storing the artifacts. Artifactories can be able to integrate with many continuous integrations and continuous delivery tools. Artifactory is mainly used by Ant, Maven, Gradle and build tools. Next one is that main features. The list of items is available on that Jfrog Artifactory features. Let us see one by one. The first one is that hybrid and multi-cloud environment. You can host that Artifactory on your own infrastructure in the cloud, or you can use that SaaS solutions. Next one is that universal binary repository manager. It supports all major package formats including Alpine, Maven, Gradle, Docker, Helm and moreover. Next one is that Artifactory as an your Kubernetes registry. So Artifactory allow to deploy the containers microservice to that Kubernetes cluster as serving as that universal repository manager. Next one is that massively scalable. So it supports enterprise scalable storage capabilities. It's including that S3 bucket object storage and cloud storage and moreover. Next one is that highly availability. So it supports fully active HA solutions with live failovers. Next one is that customer API driven automations. So Artifactory exposes the REST API that provide access to the future anywhere in the deployment cycles. Next one is that advanced search with Artifactory query language. So it offers the simple way to formulating the complex query that specifically number of search, including that categories, filters, sorting option is available. Next one is that Artifactory cloud with CDN distributions. So allow to distribute the high volume of software distribution across that multiple locations. So we'll be moving to the next slide. Architecture diagram for install the Artifactory single node with RPM. For simplification purpose, as comes with that steps approach, let us see one by one. Step 1. Setting that AWS Ubuntu EC2 instance. So here we are provisioning the EC2 instance and running with that sudo privilege. Steps 2. Installing that Artifactory. We are downloading the binaries from that Jfrog Artifactory. Use them to install it. Step 3. Install and configuring the Nginx as the reverse proxy for Artifactory. Here we are configuring the Nginx to sit in front of the Jfrog Artifactory server. Step 4. Configuring the systemd service for Jfrog and Nginx to enabling the Artifactory service to automatically start at that system startup. Step 5. Creating the subdomain in AWS Route 53 for Artifactory. Here we are assigning that subdomain to the Artifactory with the AWS Route 53 record. Step 6. Assessing that Artifactory app. So you can assessing that Artifactory UI at jfrogrobofarming.link. So you can see the diagram here. I am creating that one A record in the Route 53 and I am provisioning the EC2 machines. Along with that, I am installing the Artifactory and Nginx package I am installing over them. So once the installation process is completed, I can able to access the Jfrog application from UI. So we are moving to that Visual Studio Code. Yes, I am at that Visual Studio Code. So the entire code is available on my repo. So you can download it from any time. First we will be look at that main.tf file. In this main.tf file, the first one is that AWS provider. So this provider is basically to the entire operation I am performing in that AWS cloud. Next resource is AWS instant resource. Basically here I am provisioning the EC2 instance using the free tier. You can see I think the image whichever I refer, this is belongs to the free tier eligibility. Next one is the instant types. I am choosing the T2 medium. So we have to at least 2 GB of RAM we have to allocating to installing the Jfrog. Otherwise Jfrog doesn't work properly. Next one is that user data. The user data basically to installing the package during the provisioning of that EC2 machines. This particular shell script will be containing that Artifactory installation. We'll be see on the later. Next parameter is the VPC security groups. So here I'm allocating that exposed that 80 port in globally. Next one is that key name. So already I created the existing key name and the same name only I'm provided here. Next one is the tag. So basically tag is mainly used for to identifying that EC2 instance. The next data resource is that AWS Route 53 zone. This particularly the resource will be mainly used to fetching the zone ID of the host domain on the Route 53. So basically already my domain is existed in the robofarming.link, so I'm fetching that my host zone ID. Next resource is AWS Route 53 record. Here I'm creating that A record along with my public IP of that my instance, so that I'm accessing my application via in my subdomain. So also I mentioned the dependent. So dependent will be once that instance is created, then only I'm creating that Route 53, because you can see things the record I'm calling from the public IP only. Moving to that Jfrog script file. So in this shell script file, so first I'm upgrading that OS, later on that I'm downloading the Artifactory, then I'm installing that Artifactory whichever I downloaded earlier, then I install the Nginx package. So here I'm configuring the virtual host. You can see I think the server name Jfrog robot.farming links. So then I'm assigning the port 80. So I'm using that proxy. So basically what will happen, the Nginx is located at the front, backend is be located at the Jfrog. So application accessing from that Nginx to that Jfrog. So then I'm enabling the symbolic link. So later on that I'm enabling that run level services here. So every time so system is rebooted, it automatically that Nginx and Artifactory application will be start automatically. So yeah, so we'll be moving to the terminal, so they'll be executing the entire operation. I am at the terminal. Already I cloned my code from my repo and directly I'm executing the Terraform apply command. Yeah, it asking the 3 resources going to add. I'm providing that S is the input. Now the AWS Jfrog installation process is going on. It will take some quite time because we are installing Artifactory, no? So it will take some time. Yeah, subdomain record process is going on. Yeah, successfully Terraform job is executed. Let's move to that Chrome browser to access the application. Just accessing the application via my subdomain. Just I entered my subdomain. Yes, now I can able to access the application. Username is admin, password is that password. Yeah, I entered it. Now I log into the Jfrog. So I click that get started. Just skipping that my installation process. Now I can able to access my all the pages. So I'm using that free tier edition. So it right now is asking for my license key. I hope this video will be helpful to everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.